Welcome back. After the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath vowed strict action against those who are involved in the Gomti Nagar harassment case, the Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav has met with Pawan Yadav. Now, who's Pawan Yadav? He is one of the accused, remember, in the case. Pawan Yadav's name, if you recall, was specifically mentioned by the Chief Minister during his address in the State Assembly. And after the meeting with the accused, Akhilesh Yadav has criticized the Chief Minister. He's accusing him of taking only a quote-unquote Yadav name and not naming all the other accused involved in the case.
एक एक आदमी को आइडेंटिफाई करें और आइडेंटिफाई कर करके उनके मदर फादर जिस तरीके से मुख्यमंत्री को उन्होंने लिख करके दिया सदन में बोला है उसी तरह सभी दोषियों के माँ बाप के साथ नाम जारी करने चाहिए। जिस गुस्से के साथ वो कह रहे थे बुलेट ट्रेन चलेगी, उनके ऊपर नहीं बुलेट ट्रेन चलेगी। जो और लोग हैं जो बीजेपी के खासम खास उस सूची में लोग हैं, क्या उनके ऊपर नहीं चलेगी?
And after meeting Akhilesh, Pawan Yadav said that he was thankful to him and that he felt much better after having met him.
समाजवादी पार्टी को, मैं अखिलेश भैया को मैं धन्यवाद बोलता हूं जो मेरी मुसीबत समझा, क्योंकि मैं नहीं था उस दिन। उनको ये बात बताई गई, उन्होंने सब कुछ करके सही जांच करके मेरा नाम बोला कि मैं नहीं था। उसके लिए मैं उनको धन्यवाद बोलता हूं। कुछ नहीं, अखिलेश भैया ने तो बोला कुछ नहीं, डरो मत, ये वो।
What has also happened is that the BJP has launched a scathing attack on Akhilesh Yadav after he met the Gomti Nagar accused, Pawan Yadav. The BJP has accused the SP of shielding now the accused, and they have labelled his party as the Parivarwadi Dabang and Agradi. In fact, they say Aparadhi Party, the PDA, that is the breakup of that acronym that is used by Akhilesh on and off. On the other hand, you also have the Congress, that is a key ally of the SP, that has argued that everyone has the right to defend themselves and meet the party leaders during any ongoing investigation.
इस विषय पे जब माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी सदन के पटल पे बोल चुके हैं तो मुझे लगता है उसके बाद किसी भी प्रकार के अन्य बयान की आवश्यकता नहीं। देखिए, समाजवादी पार्टी के इतने फैक्ट्स अवेलेबल हैं, उनको फैक्ट फाइंडिंग नहीं, उनकी कैरेक्टर फाइंडिंग पूरी दुनिया के सामने आ चुकी है। तो किसी भी प्रकार की लिपापोती करने से नहीं हो सकता। जैसे कोई असाध्य रोग को आप चाहें कि मैं कॉस्मेटिक क्रीम पाउडर लगा के दिखा दूंगा तो मुझे लगेगा कि ये व्यक्ति स्वस्थ है और अच्छा है, तो वो नहीं संभव।
नहीं, देखिए, किसी भी के नागरिक के साथ में अगर कोई घटना होती है, कोई इल्जाम लगता है, तो इल्जाम ही परिणाम नहीं होता। उसको भी अपनी बात कहने का हक अधिकार है, और उससे भी अगर कोई जानकारी लेना चाहता सच्चाई क्या हकीकत क्या है, तो इसमें बुरा क्या है? ये तो प्रजातंत्र हमारे संविधान ने व्यवस्था दिया है, उसमें प्रावधान है।
And the Lucknow police have also issued a statement regarding the ongoing investigation involving Pawan Yadav. The police has clarified that no clean chit had been given to him and that his arrest was also on a substantial evidence. They further said that the investigation right now is still underway. Also, we have a reaction, remember, that has come in from the Chief Minister, who said that during his address in the State Assembly, where he, remember, spoke about the entire case, and this entire comment that has now been picked up by the opposition.
जो गोमती नगर की घटना है, उस घटना में भी हम लोगों ने जवाबदेही तय की है। उसके अपराधियों की सूची भी मेरे पास आई है। ये अपराधी हैं, पहला अपराधी है पवन यादव, दूसरा अपराधी है मोहम्मद अरबाज। ये सद्भावना वाले लोग हैं, इनके लिए बुलेट ट्रेन चलेगी, चिंता मत करिए। और उस बुलेट ट्रेन की तैयारी की जा रही है, और इसीलिए महिला सुरक्षा हमारे लिए सर्वोच्च महत्व रखता है। हमने इस बात को पहले दिन कहा है, कोई खिलवाड़ करेगा तो उसका खामियाजा भुगतेगा। इस घटना को हमने गंभीरता से लिया है।
We also have our colleague Adib, who's joining us live this evening from Lucknow. You know, Adib, in the run-up to these 10 important by-polls, do you believe that this entire case, how Yogi Adityanath has gone ahead with this and how now Akhilesh is, trying to kind of project a picture and a narrative that the Yadavs and the Muslims are being targeted by Yogi Adityanath, do you think that this could have ramifications to those by-polls?
Well, see, BT, as far as the safety of women is concerned, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is very clear that whoever will take the law and order in hand will be dealt with serious measures. And in fact, the Gomti Nagar incident is one of the examples when 19 of these accused were arrested. Now, SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav is accusing Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath that he is being biased and he is taking names of only 2 of the accused. But in the fact, when Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath was taking name of those accused during the UP Assembly, at that time only 2 accused were arrested, and the police arrested the rest of the accused later that day only. But at that time, Chief Minister only had 2 names. And those 2 names were taken by the Chief Minister in the UP Assembly, as the incident was horrific with what happened with that victim of Gomti Nagar. And that is the reason being cited by the government and the BJP. That Chief Minister took name of these 2 people during the UP Assembly. But Akhilesh Yadav, on the other hand, is accusing Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. He's saying that he's trying to defame a Yadav boy. And in fact, Akhilesh Yadav went on to say that this particular man, who's the accused in this case, went out to just to have a cup of tea when he was picked up by the police. But Lucknow police has said that they have sufficient evidence when they arrested him, and they haven't given a clean sheet to him, or he hasn't got a clean sheet from the court. Okay. He's just out on bail, and now he's in the midst of the politics when he met Akhilesh Yadav during a press conference yesterday in Lucknow.
All right, Adib, you know, though the dates for the by-polls have not been announced, but we clearly see a lot of preparation by these 2 political fronts, at least on that issue. For the moment, thank you for getting us the latest. And talking about elections, remember, there has been a lot of anticipation about the dates to these elections that are due in states and also as by-polls. The Election Commission earlier today has announced dates for elections in Jammu and Kashmir and in Haryana. Voting will be taking place for 90 seats in Jammu and Kashmir now in 3 phases. That starts September the 18th. The full dates, remember, are out on your screens. The second phase on the 25th. And you have the third phase that takes place on the 1st. The last assembly elections that were held in Jammu and Kashmir were in November, December 2014. And I think those were in about 5 phases. And this, remember, is going to be the first assembly election that you will see in the erstwhile state since the abrogation of Article 370 in 2019. Also, do remember the court had already put in a deadline of September the 30th till when the polls in Jammu and Kashmir must take place.
Elections in J&K will be held in 3 phases. So this is a shorter period. This is a much shorter period. Much shorter than even the parliamentary elections, which were 5. 20th of August, just the next day of the Amarnath Yatra being complete, the 19th, would be the date of notification for the first phase. Nominations till 27th, scrutiny on the next day, 28th, and date of poll will be 18th of September, and it's a Wednesday. We are also keeping that in mind, not keeping Fridays and Mondays to give a longer holiday spell. Second phase would be on 29th of August, and the statutory period of nominations and all, poll being on 25th of September. And phase 3, nomination on 5th of September, and every voting finishing on 1st of October. So counting would be on 4th of October, and everything would be over, bind up on 6th of October.